What is going on, guys? Flipless Crypt here, and I've noticed that a lot of people are doing their Black Ops 2 multiplayer wish list, and even my friends on YouTube are doing that, and even the famous ones. But no one's really talking about what they want to see for the zombies aspect, because if you haven't noticed, zombies has been confirmed. They're not even keeping it a secret this time like they did on Black Ops. Zombies is coming back for sure, and not too many people are doing a wish list on what they want to see for the third installment, and I've just pretty much laid out a couple of things that I would like to see for zombies. First thing that I would like to see is I know that they're actually having a zombie campaign this time, and one thing I would like to see is the progression. What I mean by that is I want to see World at War to Black Ops to where they're going now. I want to know what happened from Nachstern to Varuk to Shinonuma to Derise. How, I mean, I know how it happened, but how they got to Kino der Toten, how they got to Ascension, how they got trapped in the future and called the dead, how they got back to Shangri-La, and how they got to the moon, and then what the new map is. I want to know what happens in between there. Another thing is, I know they're introducing 8 characters, but I want the original 4, Richtofen, and the other 3, I want them to still be a part of it, because I've followed them since 2008, and I don't want it to be 2012 and then be gone. I think these 4 new characters, I hope they are good, backbone, good other characters. Another thing that I would like to see is more perks. Now, what I mean by more perks is I'm not talking about faster reloading. I'm talking about different perks, stuff like bandolier, or maybe like a scavenger type perk to where I don't know, like maybe almost every zombie, or that might be too powerful, but like 1 out of every 5 zombies will drop like a scavenger pack, and you could reload off of that, stuff like that. So I want to see. First thing I would like to see is more progression through the campaign. Second thing is more perks. The third thing that I would like to see is a create a map option. Now I know in the PC versions for World at War you could create your own maps and people could play them. Same thing for Black Ops, I believe, just people haven't figured out the modding aspect to it yet. I'm not too sure about that, I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I think it's about time. Halo has their own creative map, and Call of Duty finally integrated, theater mode eventually. So I think it's time that you create a Call of Duty map for zombies. I think that would be really cool. Like, you could just download them. Like, I'm not saying, everyone should be able to play them, but, just for you and your friends, And then maybe one day they could have a DLC for, like, the top 10 fan-created zombie maps. They could, like, sell them and give the proceeds to Treyarch and to the people who made them. You know? Something like that. The fourth thing that I would like to see is, I know they're having multiplayer for zombies, but they also said they're going to have different modes. Now, I think another mode should be something sort of like a Wonder Gun mode, and that would be where they have a bunch of new Wonder Guns, and that's all that it drops you out of the mystery box is Wonder Guns. Like, you start out with an upgraded Mustang and Sally, and then whatever you get out of the box, it could be a ray gun, a thunder gun, JGB, something like that. But the thing is, the zombies are going to be 10 times harder to kill. Something like that. Something where it's like heavy firepower all the time, and yeah, stuff like that. Another thing I would like to see is bigger maps. I'm all for the fact that Treyarch is trying to, branch out, get Call of Duty, like, zombies out there, but I don't want them to lose their touch. I liked, going over my friend's house, or even when I first got my Xbox, going over there and playing Varuk or Nachstern Toten. I don't want to see them, lose that and have, like, a different aspect. One of my wish lists is I want them to keep it the same. I want it to be round based. I want it to be point based. I want it to be like that. I want it to be the good old Black Ops and World at War Call of Duty zombies. I don't want it to be like a brand new thing. Kind of failed right there and got the space shit in the biodome. I'm not a very scientific person, but anyway, aside from new maps, new characters, new everything, I guess another thing I would like to see is new enemies. Also, a bit of a backstory. I believe we are kind of indebted to it. If the campaign doesn't show, like I said, what happened in between, I would like to know what happened, like how they got from Kino to Ascension. I would like to know that. I would like to know each of the characters' backstories a little bit more. And I think another thing that I would like to see, I don't know if it should be in campaign or if it should be multiplayer maps, but I would definitely like to see them going out more into space, like going to Mars or something like that. Maybe in a comet. I don't know, that would just be cool. I don't want it to be completely like space scenario like this because honestly, Moon was not one of my favorite maps. I don't know. I don't like the feeling of being in outer space like I thought I would. I don't know. But another thing that I would like to see is at initial launch, I would like to see the old maps. Like, I really hated waiting for Black Ops to get the old maps. I would like to see all the old maps because, so the new Call of Duty players, like, because you get new Call of Duty players every single time a new one comes out. So why not give them the old ones so they know what the story is, so we don't have to explain it in multiplayer. Give them that, and give, like, 3 or 4 new maps. Not just Kino der Toten and 5 like we got in Black Ops. Just give us more variety to choose from. Also, another thing for my wish list is for the maps. I'd like to see one that is just completely open. I know there was like leaked screenshots of a map that's like in the city. I would like, if that map is true and not just leaked, I would like that map to be the biggest map ever. I would like that to be, you know, the size of maybe Wasteland or Fuel. Like that big, maybe bigger, maybe both of them put together like that. Just one big ass city. And you can just duke it out there. That would be pretty cool. Another thing is maybe like a type of, like, another multiplayer mode that I think they should do is something like Infection from Call of Duty, but sort of in the sense of the player who's infected, he gets to control, you know, where the zombies want to spawn from, you know, where they're going to spawn in from, who their main target is, like that. Kind of like when he dies, he becomes the leader of the zombies, and then, you know, it's just a race to kill the remaining survivors. And, you know, the longer you hold out, the more resources you can get, helping you to survive longer. That would be cool. Another wish list thing that I would like to see is a third, or no, not a third, but a second upgrade. You know, the Pack-a-Punch costs you 5k, and then eventually when you get to like the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, you know, that gun becomes weak. So why not have a second option, like be able to upgrade after the upgrade? I think that would be actually really cool. I think they should also have more, I'm not trying to say customizable stuff, I'm not trying to say add a shop in the game or anything like that, but I think it would be really cool if you could have different equipment. Like, have, like, the D-pad, you know, up D-pad would be frags, left D-pad C4, right D-pad Claymore, stuff like that. Also, stay true to the zombies. The Spiked Mores will always be better than the Claymores. That would be really, really nice to see the Spiked Mores return and all of that. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have as my wish list. Just new multiplayer modes, extra upgrades, be able to customize our own stuff. Want to know what happened after, you know, the moon and what happened in between, because the radios haven't solved it all for us, obviously. But if you guys have anything that you would like to add to my wish list, or anything that you're wishing for yourself, just comment down below. I'll probably respond to it. I'm really interested in what you guys had to say. If you guys liked what I had to say, hit the like button. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. And as always, I flip the script. Peace out, guys.